2 Ezra chapter 4. Now when those oppressing Judah and Benjamin heard that the sons of the captivity were building a house to the Lord, God of Israel, they approached Zerubbabel and the heads of the fathers' houses and said to them, "We will rebuild with you, for we seek as you do, and we have sacrificed to him since the days of Esar-Haddon, king of Assyria, who brought us here." But Zerubbabel and Jeshua and the rest of the heads of the fathers' houses of Israel said to them, "It is not for us and you to rebuild a house to our God, for we ourselves will rebuild it to the Lord our God, as King Cyrus, the king of the Persians, commanded us." But the people of the land were weakening the hands of the people of Judah and were hindering them from building and hiring people to work against them to frustrate their purpose all the days of Cyrus, king of Persia, even until the reign of Darius, king of Persia. In the reign of Ahasuerus, in the beginning of his reign, they wrote a letter against the inhabitants of Judea and Jerusalem. And in the days of Artaxerxes, Mithridates, and Tabeel, along with their fellow servants, they wrote in peace to Artaxerxes, the king of Persia. The one levying tribute wrote a letter, one having been translated from the Syrian language. Rehum the chancellor and Shimshai the scribe wrote one letter against Jerusalem to the king Artaxerxes. Thus has judged Rehum the chancellor and Shimshai the scribe and the rest of our fellow servants, the Dinaites, the Apharsathites, the Tarphalaeans, Apharsaeans, the Archuaeans, the Babylonians, the people of Susa, who are Elamites, and the rest of the nations whom the great and noble Osnappar sent out to colonize the land, and he resettled them in the cities of Samaria, and the rest of them on the other side of the river. This is the substance of the letter they sent him. To Artaxerxes the king, from your servants the men beyond the river Jordan. Let it be known to the king that the Jews, coming up from you to us, came to Jerusalem, and they are rebuilding this rebellious and wicked city and repairing its walls and raising up its foundations. Now let it be known to the king that if that city is rebuilt and if its walls are restored, you will not collect any taxes, nor will they pay anything, and this wrongs the king. And because of this dishonor of the king, we send this letter to inform the king that a search may be made in the book of the records of your fathers. There you will discover and know that this city is a rebellious city, and that it's harmful to kings and provinces, and one having a long-standing history of harboring runaway slaves in the midst of her. It is for this reason the city was destroyed. We therefore point out to the king that if this city is rebuilt and its walls restored, there will not be peace. The king sent an answer to Rehum the chancellor, to Shimshai the scribe, to the rest of their companions who dwelt in Samaria, and to the remainder beyond the river. Peace. The tax assessor you sent to us was summoned before me, and a command was given by me, and we examined for ourselves and found that this city in previous days raised up in opposition to kings, and that rebellions and desertions take place in it. There have also been mighty kings over Jerusalem, who have ruled over all the region beyond the river, and tax, tribute, and custom were paid to them. Now, give the command to make these men cease, that this city may not be built until the command is given by me. Take heed now that you do not fail to do this. Why should damage increase to the hurt of the kings? Then the tax assessor for King Artaxerxes read the letter before Rehum the chancellor, Shimshai the scribe, and their companions. And they went up in haste to Jerusalem against the Jews, and by force of arms made them cease. Thus the work of the house of God, which is at Jerusalem, ceased, and it was discontinued until the second year of the reign of Darius, king of Persia.